Good morning, everybody. We're going to go ahead and kick this off, get this thing started. I want to welcome everybody to Union County on this great day. I like it. It's got to be the MycoWorks, folks. It's a big day for MycoWorks. It's a big day for Union County and a big day for the state of South Carolina. And it's a day of celebration. And thankful we survived the weather, the rain. Not too hot at the moment, so we're excited about that as well. And I wanted to introduce myself. A lot of you I haven't met before. My name is Dalton Williams. I'm the Executive Director for the Union County Development Board. So it's a great honor to be here today. Very excited to meet all of you guys. And before I get into this too far, I do want to say what an event, that was quickly put together here. I want to thank Sheila. I want to thank all the county and city personnel that came in and helped do a lot of the legwork yesterday. I do want to give a special shout out to my ace in the hole, a person that's always there no matter what crazy idea that we might have or come up with. She always finds a way to deliver it, Miss Jamie Trammell. Everybody give her a round of applause. And really going back, thinking about this, this project could be a case study on successful economic development in a rural community. I mean, really from start to finish, the excitement level and the magnitude that this company is going to bring to Union County. Very exciting. Does not always happen like that. And, rural economic development, it's tougher, right? You have to work harder. You have to be more strategic in the things that you do. Not a lot of room for error. But one of the great things about economic development, and as my good friend Mr. Richard Blackwell always says, economic development in a rural community has not just you just don't change the growth of the community. You also have the ability to change family trees. And that always resonates with me. And we look forward to seeing MycoWorks in the future, hopefully changing some of these family trees. But I do not want to sit there and give everyone Economic Development 101 or anything like that. We did add Mr. Brian Stone to the agenda, so that's going to be about an extra 30 minutes at least. So I am going to get into this. But one of the things, that no one can have success in economic development without one key component, and that's great partnership. And so I do want to take a moment to acknowledge some of the partners that work with us, some on a daily basis, in all aspects of our vision and what we try to accomplish here in Union County, but also this project as well. So I'm going to start here, and first person I'm going to acknowledge the people who control the majority of our funding and our budget, Union County Council. I want to thank you guys for your leadership, your belief in our vision and the ability to work with us. I mean, without you guys actually okaying everything that we bring to you guys, none of this happens. So you have to have good leaders on that council, and we do that. I've been back in Union County since last April, and it's a pleasure to work with our county council. That's not the case everywhere, from what I hear from other folks, apparently. So if you could just, I know we got Mr. Ivy here. Do we have any other, Ms. Rutherford and Mr. Bob Love, new county supervisor. Congratulations, Bob. And I also want to thank Union County Development Board members. We have special seats designed for all of our board members. That way they can bring their expertise from their certain fields. And we always work together and collaborate great. And one of the things that we do is sort of look at all the problems that we face. And we always find a way to sort of nix a lot of those problems. So any development board members in the room? Mr. Randy Lowell, USC Union. Joe Nichols, City of Union. I know John Gregory somewhere. Yeah, John, saw John earlier. Thank you guys for being a part of our team and everything that you do for us. I mentioned them earlier, but the City of Union. We are not directly affiliated with the City of Union, but these folks are always there for every project that comes through Union County. They're there, not just for utility infrastructure. We've even, the utility director, Mr. Lance Davis, you saw he was showing off his skills driving around the golf cart today. But literally anything that we need, we know we can pick up the phone, and the City of Union will be there to help support us and all the initiatives that we do. Lockhart Power, obviously, right? I mean, what a great community partner that we have. And again, this is not common. It's not something that is in every county throughout the state and this country. Lockhart Power is a driving force of a lot of the things that we do through the economic development process. They always go above and beyond. One of the main reasons we're sitting here today is because of our partnership with Lockhart Power. So we thank you for your continued support of Union County. Packlet, give it up for them. They don't mind. Packlet Millikin, they are the landowner here. The land holdings for a lot of different land throughout this state, South Carolina as well. Did not see Jennifer here today, but we work closely with Jennifer, and a lot of things we do, not just on this project, but other projects as well. They've always been very supportive and a good partner to be with, and we expect great partnership for years to come from them. Millikin Company, does anyone here from Millikin? Millikin Company, obviously, when you think of Union County and you think of manufacturing, you think of the name Millikin, right? That always stands out. Union County was part of the textile capital of the world, dating back 70, 80, 100 years to Union County. Still have 2 operations located here in Union County, and provided a big help with MycoWorks on a lot of the things that we were doing, so we thank you. So thank you. Workforce providers, SC Works, Career Technology. Do we have anybody from the school district? Ashley Dill, thank you. Career and Technology Center. We thank you for your support. We're going to have a meeting a little bit later. We're trying to get everybody in the room. But MycoWorks, one thing that I plead with you guys is, one of the reasons why South Carolina's been so successful in the past decade or so is our ability to develop a quality workforce. I believe we do this probably better than most of our competitive states that we border. And I think it's a big reason why a lot of companies select South Carolina to locate their operations. So I want to thank SC Works, the Career and Technology Center, Union County School District, Ready SE. I know Latokia is here. Saw her. She's vital, very important member. She's almost like an employee. If we could add someone. And also our higher education institutions with University of South Carolina, Union Campus, and Spartanburg Community College. And not just the local campuses, but the schools at their main office. We utilize their staff for many things, some things they probably don't want to, but we take advantage of those assets. Upstate Alliance, Mr. John Lummis and Annie Caggiano, saw you guys here. Lost you. There you are. Thank you guys. Thank you for your help with this. With MycoWorks, they were coming for their final tour of site visits. We wanted to put together a pretty extraordinary visit for them and make our case. And all I had to do was pick up the phone, call John, and the only thing he said was, "What do you need?" And I mean, you can't beat that from a regional partner. And they were instrumental in that. They're instrumental in a lot of things that go on, bring us a lot of projects every year. We thank you for your support, and we're happy to be members of the Upstate Alliance. And of course, our friends at South Carolina Department of Commerce. We're represented by Mr. Reese Powers here, and also Ted Campbell, who's a project manager, and probably about 30 other projects in the past year that have come through Union County. We work with Ted on a pretty good bit. And not just that, Peggy McLean, Fern Gupton are here as well. Every department through South Carolina Department of Commerce, they're really a big reason why South Carolina's been so successful. They have quality people in each of these departments, and we work with them constantly, it seems like, but they always come through for us. So thank you for your help here in Union County. And last but not least, MycoWorks. because we do consider you guys a partner now. That's one of the things, if you look, one of the reasons this building was built was not just a real estate deal to bring in just any company. We wanted to go out and recruit, and we wanted to bring in a 5-star player. And you guys, and I said this to Matt earlier, you guys checked off all the boxes. And if what they say is true, that the company is only good as the people that work in the company, you guys will have many years of sustained success, because everyone that we've met with and worked with, you guys are great, phenomenal. You don't get that at every manufacturing setting. You guys are different, and always a good time when we get together, and excited about things that we're going to see. So one of the things that we always do whenever we announce a new company or an industry expansion, on our social media, we always put hashtag welcome home. Yes, I did steal that from Shane Beamer at South Carolina Gamecocks, but it really resonates. It really resonates. So for MycoWorks, I want to thank you for being a part of our family, and just want to say welcome home. Woo! Thank you. And that's all I've got. We agreed to, in our meetings for this event, not to do self-introductions, but our next speaker, although she needs no introduction, she prefers one. She would have it no other way. She had my position here at Union County for about 7-8 years in Union County.
So you have her position, so yeah.
Okay, Brian, we'll get to you in a second. I love you, Brian. You know, a valuable member, not just to the development board, she is our chair. You know, she loves Union County, and there's a passion that comes with that, and a passion you have to have in this type of role. And she's always there, willing to go above and beyond, even though she's not a county employee, doesn't work for the development board, or is paid through the development board. You know, she still gives 100% to Union County. And those folks are often hard to find. But she had a lot of success here when she was here in this role. She's a great resource for me. You know, I come to her a good bit. We spend sometimes hours on the phone just running ideas by her. And she's got this way to tell you what you want to hear, and a lot of times tell you what you don't want to hear. But it's always out of love, and you always take onus of what she tells me. She is the Director of Community Relations and Development for Lockhart Power, and about 15 other titles that we're not going to get into. And she's also one of the best people I know, Miss Andrina Powell-Baker.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you, Dalton. I appreciate that. I do not require an introduction, just to set the record straight on that. In the words of our former Governor, Nikki Haley, it's a great day in Union, South Carolina. So I'm exceptionally honored and more than excited to congratulate MycoWorks, the entire team of MycoWorks, and to say welcome to your new home. I also want to agree with Dalton and just say, to be completely honest, in all of my years of economic development and deal making, the MycoWorks team of professionals have soared well above all others to make this journey a true journey and well worth the effort, and probably the coolest project ever. So thank you very much. I also feel as though I've made some friends. In the short term, I say friends, but in the long term, I know that we'll all become family. And I'm speaking on behalf of myself and some other folks that I know very well when I say we are so excited to have you in our community. On a personal note, I'm convinced that MycoWorks' decision to locate here in Union County is going to be transformational for our community. And transformational is a pretty big word when you talk about a community our size and when you talk about a state of our size. But I honestly believe this will be a transformational project for our people, for our businesses, and just the state in general. Union County's Economic Development Team, which now is primarily made up of Dalton and Jamie. Thank you so much for everything you've done to make all of this happen. I'm so proud of you, proud to be a part of the team. County Council members who are here, thank you as well. We couldn't have done any of this without you. The team in economic development here in Union has a very long history of embracing new companies, new dynamics. Anything that is unique, we embrace and try to integrate it into our structure. This project is no different. We set the table for product development with this park in conjunction with Packlet Millikin. Lockhart Power was involved in establishing this park, Midway Green Industrial Park, and this building, which Brian is going to say a few words about in just a second. The other thing, too, is this economic development team in Union County is extremely good at forging strategic relationships. And Dalton mentioned this earlier. Strategic relationships are so important, especially in communities our size. I can say without a doubt that we may not be here this morning celebrating MycoWorks coming, but for the strategic relationship between Union County and Lockhart Power, which was responsible for constructing this beautiful building that you see to my left and to your right. So I want to take just a quick opportunity to mention some other strategic partnerships that I think were very important. Dalton mentioned the relationship with Millikin Company. Andy Burns, he raised his hand a minute ago. Andy's business development with their world-renowned research group. Millikin Company will have a relationship with MycoWorks going forward. Also want to mention our team at Lockhart Power. Behind the scenes, these folks in generation, transmission, business services, and safety and regulatory, they're all a part of our team, an extension of Union County's economic development team. So I want to thank all of them as well. Before I bring Brian up and ask him to say a few words, I just want to say I am more than proud to have been a part of the team to bring MycoWorks to Union County. I do wear a lot of hats, but I think the most proud hat that I wear is the one of citizen of Union County. This project is going to be near and dear to all of our hearts, but as a citizen, I feel so compelled to say thank you on behalf of the citizens of Union County for bringing your company here and for creating the number of jobs that you are creating and infusing capital investment into our community. So let's give them a hand for that. I truly believe that we have demonstrated to the MycoWorks team and their founders that Union County is the one community that they could have locked arms with to help them get through their growing pains and to help provide a soft landing for them as they progress and thrive. And so my final words are going to be to introduce Brian Stone, the head of Lockhart Power, president of Lockhart Power. He has worked as hard as any of us on establishing the groundwork for bringing MycoWorks here and also on executing the major attributes that we needed to bring this project home in Union County. So again, thanks to all of you for being here. Thanks to everyone who played a role in bringing MycoWorks here. Jamie and Dalton, I can't say enough about the hard work that you guys put forward, and we just love having you here, MycoWorks, and look forward to having a lot of fun with you as well.
Good morning. I see a theme here. Every time Adrena says the words I'm going to speak, she refers to them as few. And I said, all I need is 1 minute for every year that we put into developing this park, and I'll be good. And Adrena said, there's no way you have that much time. So I will try to keep it brief. I'm not going to thank the people who've already been thanked. I think the approach here is there's so many people that have been involved. It's almost impossible to thank everybody in a reasonable period of time. I will thank the person who thanked the people, which is Dalton in particular. particular. Has done and is doing a great job as Director of Economic Development for Union County. Behind the scenes, there's so much that goes on, and it's such a customized approach that he takes, that we all try to take, and I think that really is kind of the root of the success that we've had and hope to have going forward. I'm not great at thanking people in general. I'm good when I do it. I don't do it often enough. These kind of events, where there's so much things going on, it's great. It's really boring to me. So I'm going to try to position a little bit different way. I'm going to tell a quick story, and then just to show, I'll call it the but-for story. And so the but-for story is but for certain people, many of whom are truly behind the scenes, we wouldn't be having this event today. We wouldn't be here today. And it's interesting to me, at least. I hope it's somewhat interesting to you all. I'm going to keep it quick, but I'll start going back to 60 plus years. The parcel that you're on is 250 acres originally, and the building back that away is the original Midway manufacturing building that was owned by Millikin Company. The building's been around a long time. It's up until a number of years ago, it was owned and used by Millikin. It's changed hands twice since then. There's a new company here, and so fantastic building. It's been repurposed, and we have a number of people working there, and we're happy to have those folks here. Lockhart Power was part of Millikin Company up until 15 or 16 years ago. We were a wholly owned subsidiary of Millikin Company. We're privately owned by the Millikin family. Roger Millikin, shortly after I got here, Roger Millikin spun off several non-manufacturing and non-textile assets into a company called Packlin Millikin, and that included Lockhart Power. And so Packlin Millikin is our parent company. Specialized leadership in terms of folks that have expertise in real estate and energy and money. It's investment arm of the Millikin family. But the family values are one of the things that brought me here to begin with. And so, the investment in personal thought of the Millikin family and how they work and what they want to see has really been important to the community, even though it's not obvious. There's one, so many years ago, 14, 15 years ago, I don't remember now, Lockhart Power started looking at this parcel as being an industrial park that we wanted to develop over a period of time. And so kind of fast forward, that took a number of individual baby steps along the way to get to where we are. But that included, now the solar project. If you came in from the Highway 49 from the south and you drove all these solar panels, that project is brand new within the last couple of years. That's our solar project. It's 12.75 megawatts of solar. It's a huge amount of power. By far the largest solar project, certainly in the county and in the area in general, I think. And for us, a major investment, not only in generation. We are the most renewable utility in the country. All of our resources are from landfill gas, hydroelectric, and solar. But also in the culture of the park. And so that was an important decision for us to have, that's the nature of Midway Green Industrial Park. It's not because there's a lot of trees around. It's partly because there's a lot of trees around. There's less trees now, but lots of trees. But it's because of the renewable energy that we use to serve all of our customers, including the customers in this park. That's a very visual, kind of puts people on notice coming in that, Midway Green Industrial Park, I understand solar's right there. It couldn't be more in everybody's presence. The road, extending the road that was originally here through the park, we did that in collaboration with the county years back. I noticed they've just paved an extension of that road, a bypass of our through road, and that'll be to be able to get a lot of truck traffic, whether it's whatever company it's from, because there's a number of parcels still left in this park. That allows truck traffic to go out into the community without going through the Lukesville community in particular. Harold's here, Harold Thompson is the mayor, and that was something that he and many others felt was very important, and so we appreciate that support and that guidance. Frank Hart is someone who's not here today, which is a shame. I've been working with Frank for many, many years now. Union County could not ask for a better leader than Frank has been for the county for the years that he's been here. He's, you know, speaking on, you know, as a collaborator with him, someone who's been a partner, but also on the other side of the table for all the negotiations, he's a great representative for Union County. He's collaborative, but he is going to get every ounce of value for Union County that he possibly can. I can vouch for that, and this is all reflective of that. So when you see Frank next time, he's still around. He's going to magistrate school today, I guess, is where he is. It's, again, a shame he couldn't be here because he has such an integral part to this. The building itself was developed after actually negotiations that started with Andrina when she was the development director here, and then continued with Frank, and we finally got to an innovative structure that worked for us and our specific needs, and the county and its needs, and so we were able to come up with a financial structure that worked, and so we were able to build that building. That's the first spec building, in fact, as of today, the only spec building Lockhart Power has ever built. That's how special we thought this park is and the need for this is within the county. We aren't in that business normally. We're not making any significant amount of money off of that, to say the least. So congratulations, your people are great negotiators as well. Where's Mike Linton? I got to call him out right now. So yeah, so you all got a fantastic deal on that. We're very happy for you. We hope to make it back on the power over some period of time. So but that you know, that's a true asset. When we stepped up to do that, the main reason we did that was, yes, it was part because we thought it would be good for Lockhart Power and our customer base over time. The more growth we have, the more able we are to control our rates for all of our existing customers. And that's basically the way it works out. Lockhart Power has not had a rate increase in more than 8 years. Even back then, they were based on our rates from 2 years before that. So really, we're going based on our expenses from 10 years ago. I don't know about y'all, not many of my personal expenses are the same as they were 10 years ago. And so the only way that works for us is if we have growth. And that's one reason why this is a great project for the community that we serve. But the other reason is that back then there was only, there was only one. Once we built this, there was one. When we started, there were that many spec buildings in Union County. For years and years, all the old textile companies, they shut down, there'd be available buildings. Eventually, that got soaked up in the market. There was not a single spec building in Union County, which meant that 2/3 to 3/4 of the companies looking to locate in the community were not coming here because that meant that's the percentage of those who were looking for an existing building. And so we wanted to step up and help be part of the solution. And so that's what we did. When we designed it to be as flexible as possible, to be expandable, and then we have land beyond that's expandable so that as MycoWorks grows over the next number of years, they've got the room to do that and not only grow into the world-class company I think they are today in terms of their technology, but the world-class in terms of scope that they think, and scale, not scope, but scale that they will become over the next handful or so of years. And so we're really looking forward to that. On the Millikin side, because this was new and we are a relatively, Packard Millikin is a relatively conservative, financial investment company, there was some concern at the board level and the owner level. And at the end of that set of discussions we had about whether or not we could go forward with this project, there were several family members. Stephen Millikin was one of them. Others with the last name of Millikin were involved as well. And they basically said, you know what, there's risk. We're probably not going to make any money on it, and it's probably going to be a long-term investment, but Union County has been so important to the Millikin family over the last 100 years, literally, that we feel it's the right thing to do, and we want to give back, and we want to give back in a material way, and that's exactly what they did. So those are some of the folks, but for their involvement, this wouldn't happen. We've recognized many of the other ones. There's a few more, but that's probably 3 times past my time if you ask Andrina. The other but for, which I'll fast forward to, is the MycoWorks and the MycoWorks team. I counted 19 in the photo op, and that's representative, I think, of how invested, how involved they are with their time. There's a handful of people here that I've been working with very closely. And one of the soft values that we've gotten in being involved in having the spec building project has been our ability to be, and importantly, the relationship with the county, is that we share the same mindset in terms of the kind of company we were looking for. Having the control of having the building, the land, working with the county. We could have sold the building, shortly after it was, after we broke ground, if we just wanted to be another, a warehouse or, just another building for stuff. We were looking for the right kind of company that would have a big impact on Union County. We unfortunately didn't get what I was hoping for and expecting. We actually, in fact, got something much more than I really could have expected or hoped for. We have what I think is a world-class technology leader, West Coast technology, and the culture that they have and has been it has been a very important part of the conversations. They share many of the same values that Lockhart Power, Packland Millikin have, and others within this community. And when Andrina says we think it'll be transformative, I hope you take that to heart, because it truly will be a transformative project by the time we all said and done. I'm on the board of the United Way of the Piedmont, which includes Spartanburg and Union and Cherokee counties. We had conversations already about their interests, their potential participation in that group. There's a variety of other side investments that they're interested in making in this community that will make it a better, just a better place. So I couldn't be more happy with the result. I literally would not, if I had crafted back, several years back with a spec building, who would you hope to be here? It would have been, if we had, a good manufacturer, a good community, partner, and, good load and good investment, that would have been a home run. And so I feel like we've got a grand slam on this. So thank you all for coming. I couldn't be more happy that you're here, and I look forward to hearing your remarks. So thank you all.
Good morning, and thank you for the invitation to join you today on this special day. I'm excited to be here, and it's a privilege to be here as Microworks officially breaks ground on their new operation here in Union County. Our mission at the South Carolina Department of Commerce is to create economic opportunities that increase choices for all South Carolinians. And our vision is to embrace the future to ensure our state's sustainable advantage. The addition of Microworks in our state, with its significant investment, jobs, and forward-thinking processes, will help us accomplish both. Great things are happening here in Union County, and Microworks joins a growing roster of companies that are taking advantage of the state's highly skilled workforce and quality of life. In fact, MycoWorks chose Union County and South Carolina because of the sense of community, the access to renewable energy resources, and the talent pipeline from our schools and universities. MycoWorks is the type of innovative and sustainability-focused company that is helping lead South Carolina into the future. Their patented process of transforming mycelium-grown materials for use as sustainable, luxury-quality leather alternatives not only offers creative solutions and new design possibilities for fashion and luxury brands, but also offers relief to supply chain constraints. Corporate sustainability is evolving into a key priority for businesses today, and we are working to connect the goals of businesses in South Carolina with solutions that benefit our economy, our environment, and our citizens. We are at a time of great transformation among various industries, and groundbreaking companies like MycoWorks are paving the way in their arena. We thank MycoWorks for making such a commitment to the people of our state, and in turn, know that South Carolina and the Department of Commerce are here to support your success. We look forward to the positive impact you will make in Union County and the sustainable impact you will make here and beyond. And with that, I'd like to present just a small token of our appreciation. We have a state flag, so that you can fly. So your first.
Thank you so much.
Your first South Carolina flag to fly over your new building.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Doug Hardesty. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of MycoWorks. Thank you, everyone, for being here. All of us at MycoWorks are blessed and humbled to welcome you all to VIDAR. 10 years ago, MycoWorks was founded at the intersection of art and science. Phil Ross and Sophia Wang, who you hear from, two Bay Area artists, started MycoWorks with the idea that biomaterials, and specifically mycelium, could form the basis for new and exciting materials. But that vision could only become reality by uniting mycology and engineering with that vision. Today, MycoWorks is a wonderful team of visionaries. Find mycelium experts, researchers, engineers, biologists, chemists, leather makers, business people, and artisans. The team is committed to creating a sustainable impact on the world by bringing our revolutionary material reishi to everyone. As you have seen for yourselves, if you've gone back to the back, and I encourage you to, reishi is truly a modern material, one that proves that something even as humble as the little mushroom can, with the right understanding, create something functional, beautiful, and sustainable. At MycoWorks, we know that our impact on the world can only be achieved by making products. And it's with that in mind that we are excited to be here today. This will be our first full-scale manufacturing facility, named Vidar after the Norse god of the mushroom. This plant will be the first full-scale fine mycelium plant in the world, the first one ever built. And it's the biggest step yet on our journey at MycoWorks. Our sites, from the first little workshop in San Francisco to the garage, our actual garage in Emeryville, or our current 64th Street facility, have all paved the way for this scale-up. Here, we will add 400 new people to the MycoWorks team and make the leap from tens of thousands of feet of product to millions of square feet of product. Destined to become handbags, shoes, clothing, or automobile seats for the finest brands in the world. Today, as we break ground, we celebrate more than 2 years of work from so many people that are here today and our team members back in Emeryville. The road here has not been without its challenges, its opportunities for learning, its trials. But as we begin this new phase of our journey, I can't help but reflect how proud I am to be a member of this team and how far we've come and how far we'll go in the future as we continue our journey after this step. Being in Union is no accident. We searched the entire United States, looking for a location that would be a good fit not only for the site, for MycoWorks culture, for the Myco way, and for reishi. And we found that here in South Carolina, and most specifically in the upstate. The area offers much of what made our home in the Bay Area so special: geographic and social diversity, an exciting, growing, and innovative atmosphere, and a sense that the future is now. We are excited to go on this journey with the people of Union and welcome them into the MycoWorks community, as we hope they welcome us into theirs. With that, I'd like to bring up Sophia Wang, our co-founder.
Hi everyone, I'm so happy to be here, and thank you for your beautiful remarks. Thanks, Doug, for your statement and telling the story. And most of all, of course, thank you to all of our current and future partners here in Union for welcoming MycoWorks to your home state to begin the next chapter of our journey to grow the future of materials. So 10 years ago in our basement studio in San Francisco, I could not have predicted the road ahead of us. But I believed in the technology, and I knew the world was ready for it. I knew the world would benefit from it. And most of all, I really believed in the growing team of people who were signing on to join our mission at MycoWorks. And today that mission has brought us here, across the whole country, to the incredible resources and people and innovators and expertise that this county and state offers. So thank you for believing in us and our mission. And also thank you for giving us the opportunity to join your mission of innovation and growth here in South Carolina. As a founder, I learned early on, quickly, that partnerships and relationships, the theme today, are the engine for everything that you want to create. So let today be a day that we all look back on as a launch point for an outstanding partnership that brought some incredible achievements to life. Thank you again, and congratulations really to everyone here. And with that, I invite Matt Scullin, our CEO, up.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt. I'm lucky enough to be the CEO of MycoWorks, and thank you for the very kind words. We're really humbled by them and by everyone's turnout here. This is amazing. I'm so surprised to see how many people are here supporting this, and this is a really big project that we have. We have a really grand vision that Sophia started many years ago, and people are the key to that vision and executing it. And so it's incredible to have this group together to help us. So mycelium, really strange, right? I don't think any of us thought we would be here today working on something related to the roots of mushrooms. And as a material scientist and entrepreneur myself, I never thought I would be involved with something like this. And it may seem as a result like we're outsiders, that we're coming here with something very strange, this new technology from the West Coast that probably most of you had no idea about. I certainly had no idea about until I met MycoWorks about 5 years ago. And really though, you know, we're part of a much larger story. And one that includes South Carolina, interestingly enough, and South Carolina's long history of being an innovator and then a powerhouse in textile manufacturing. Textile industry here has been something that has made this part of the state thrive for a long time. At its peak, I understand it employed over 1 million people. And so mycelium and what we make at MycoWorks, fine mycelium, and our product reishi, is really the next evolution of this industry. We work with even local textile companies to incorporate those textiles into our material, and the result, a leather, which is sort of a form of textile, you know, very similar to what has been produced here in the end for many, many years. So we really think of ourselves at MycoWorks as but a continuation of this incredible tradition that South Carolina has established, and we want to bring new technology and a new wave of manufacturing to this state. So we believe that this is the next phase of this industry, the future of leather, and we're thrilled to be able to do it here in Union County. And we thank you all for your support and your confidence, and together, you know, we can usher in a new era for this community with a product that's ushering in a new era for the entire world. So thank you all.
Awesome.
I just fell asleep. Anyway, I wanted to sort of close this out. Thank everyone for coming out, taking part of this event. It's a huge event, historic day in Union County. You know, MycoWorks, you guys know that there's plenty of resources here. Utilize all these resources here. Never hesitate to pick up the phone to call. Again, we want to grow with MycoWorks. We're always going to be there to support you. And if we can't figure out the answer, we can find someone who can. I think, and everyone, as soon as we get done here, please stay, network, introduce yourselves to everybody, get to know some new faces in South Carolina. Please eat all of that food that's back there. I heard it was a great spread. I know I'm going to go ham on the chicken and waffles in just a bit. But I think now we're going to set up and go out and do some photo ops with the shovels.
Local folks first.
Okay.
City and county council mixed with Doug and Sophia.
Okay.
We'll do the whole MyCo team.
Okay.
Second, let's get the city and the county, local people first.
You don't have to whisper. Let's organize it. Thank you guys for coming. Great day for us, and look forward to many more to come. Thank you.
If you're city council, county council, local delegation, grab a shovel and a hard hat and come to the side.